Welcome back to Sunday League Football, where we're counting down the days to our final 2 games of the season, which is on the same day, double header. Until then though, we're filling in the gaps with friendlies, and today we're up against a team called Dovercourt Rovers. We stuck it out on Twitter, who wants a game of Palmers FC? These guys replied first, and here they are. They've travelled down from Harwich today. They're a newly formed team, so let's see what they're about. Meanwhile, for us, the last few weeks, it's all about counting the numbers. We've got injuries all over the park, but surprisingly, we've had a few turn up, so let's see what the team lineup looks like. In between his sticks today, we have a keeper, and he goes by the name of Frank. We've got a back three of Rich, Dan and Tony. Left wing back, we've got Knowlesy. Right wing back, we've got Graham. In the middle is Liam and Shane. Ahead of them is Elliot. And up top for today, we have Wazza and Nick. But once we've got some subs, and look at that, Wayne's showing up today, as has Scottish, Luke, and Too Good. Obviously, with this just being a friendly, we're going to do roll-on, roll-off subs just to make sure everybody gets some game time. It's been a while. Here's a league table, and as you can see, it's pretty much between Gateway and Scruttons who's going to take it this year. Mathematically, we can still win this league if we win our last 2 games, but Gateway have to lose all of their games. Scruttons need to lose pretty much all their games, and Thames Gateway need to drop points along the way too. So yeah, pretty much not going to happen. I think after doing the double last year, everyone expected us to go and win something else again this year, but it's been tough. It's a higher league, better teams. We've had a hell of a lot of injuries as well to very key players, but ultimately, we've struggled to score goals. We scored 117 in all competitions last year. Compare that to the 53 we've scored this year. It's not good. This pretty much sums up the issue with the goals here. We've scored 38 in the league all season. Only 3 teams have done worse than us in that department. Defence hasn't really been the issue. We've conceded 21. That puts us joint second. Back to the goals. The most worrying stat is the home form. Look at that. Only 11 goals scored at home all season. And that is where it's all gone wrong. Not enough goals. Anyway, on to today's friendly. Let's see if we can bang in a few today. So first action of the game is with number 14 there. He looks to turn away from Shane. Elliot wins the ball off him, but the ref's not happy with the challenge. Free kick. The free kick sent forward by the captain there, but that is headed away by Tony. Over the other side now, and they're still in possession as the ball goes forward. Not sure what number this guy is, but he skips past Rich there. As he makes his way towards the byline, puts it across the box. It's a dangerous one, which number 10 fails to get onto, and that goes out for the goal kick. Here's Elliot picking the ball up now. We put a lot of pressure on him when he signed, but we know he's good, and he's been getting better and better over the last few weeks. Unfortunately, he can't get beyond the number 4 there as he goes through to the keeper. I've got to say, it's our opponents that have started the brighter as the ball's played up towards the number 9. Tony fails to deal with it here as number 9 gets it off of him. He's got number 7 on the overlap, and he uses him as well as he makes his way into the box. Goes beyond Dan here, but he's run out of room, and that's out for the goal kick. Bit of pressure of our own here as Graham's in possession, gives the ball back towards Rich. He sticks it forward to Nick, who gets beyond his man there, makes his way towards the edge of the box, but fires it, completely slices it, and that is well Woba. Moving on, we've got ourselves a throw, and it's Graham that sends it forward towards Nick, but number 16, I believe, there, cuts it out. That's out for the corner, which of course is taken by Knowlesy, and it's one of those looping ones that goes over everybody's head. Dan then looks to chase that down, but 14's quicker and gets ahead of him there, and in the end Dan puts it out for the goal kick. From the goal kick, it's sent forward by the keeper, which Liam managed to latch onto. He's got a couple of guys around him, but sticks the ball over the top, and looking to get on the end of that is Wazza, but number 5, the captain, barges him there. Wazza's not too happy with that. Ref thought it was fair enough, so we carry on. It's Shane now with a throw into Nick, who looks to find Elliot inside. It's cut out by the 14, but Elliot wins it back as he goes beyond the first challenge and the second. He's created some space, tees it up and hits it.
Oh, what a goal. What a goal.
There you go, we've finally seen it. Elliot scores in a Palmers FC shirt in an 11-a-side match. Of course, where these videos are cut down to just the chances, you don't often see all the good stuff that Elliot has been doing. He's been out of football for a while, so it's good to have him back, and especially in an orange and black shirt as well. Great work from him here to get the ball back, shoot from distance, and send Palmers FC 1-0 up. And so we kick off. As you can see here, looks like the ice cream van's scouting the area to make sure it's worth coming in. Great flick from the number 7 here to play it on towards the number 14, but equally great challenge from Frank to get the ball back for us. Graham's running on here. Unfortunately, he's beaten to the ball as he stretches out there, goes over. Now, it didn't look much, but he has stayed down, which is worrying. Looks to have jarred his knee or done something to his thigh, but he is going to carry on. And we do so by our opponents coming forward now, playing the ball over the top to number 9. He's pretty quick, but Dan's kept up with him here. Gets the ball back, taken out by Frank, and that's out for the corner. The corner's whipped into the box and is headed away by the man in the middle. It's Elliot. Moments later, it's Nick that picks the ball up on the halfway line and threads it through towards Wazza. He gets on the end of it as well as he makes his way into the box. Tries too much though, as he looks to get past the defender. The keeper comes out and collects. Last few minutes of this game, we've been controlling the play as Rich picks it up on that far side from Elliot, makes his way forward and sticks it over the top towards Nick. Looks like the defender's got it, but the keeper's off the line as well. He dinks it over the top of him.
Yes.
And with that, we've doubled our lead. That is now 2-0 to Palmers FC. We can't exactly see the keeper rushing off the line in the replay, but he has given Nick an option, which he spots here. Good quick thinking from Nick as well to make that happen. Don't quote me on this, but I think that might be Nick's first goal since February. Either way, friendly or not, it's always good to get a goal. Let's hope it gets him in the mood for the final 2 games. Kick off. And so we move on. It's a throw-in into the number 5 here. He sticks it back up the line, and I can't actually make out the shirt number of this guy. But he's done well to get beyond Rich there. Scottish, who's now on the field, looks to win it back. He's replaced Graham after his injury, and he does get it back, but he immediately loses it. 50-50 here Our opponent goes down. 7 takes over and goes beyond Dan, but Elliot's there to make sure Frank's off his line to collect easily. With that injury break, the ice cream van's turned up and Nick wants a slush puppy. The injured player was eventually carried off the field so we could carry on. Poor lad's left over there on his own now. Did someone mention a bus on a Sunday? Yes, I did, and they're currently working overtime at the moment with a rail replacement. Good on yous. We move on, and it's number 2 in the middle of the park. Doing well to get past Elliot there, but he looks to have tread on the ball, invited Elliot back in, and that's not what you want to do. He's lost out there as he puts it towards Nick. Nick looks to make his way forward now. Slide in there from behind from number 2, but Nick carries on by playing the ball over to that far side, which is then picked up by Wazza. He's got number 5 on him, does well to cut inside. He's got Scottish in support, who hits it first time.
Oh!
Unlucky from Scottish, would have been a lovely go if that had gone in, but the rebound has fallen to Nosey on this near side now as he looks to get beyond the number 10. He does well and puts it out for the corner. Corner's whipped into the box by Nosey, and once again from the corner it's gone over everyone's head. Back up the other end now, it's Shane that loses out to the number 2. Number 20 takes over. Shane drags him back. You ain't getting away with that one. That's a free kick. Number 4 steps up to take that one. It's over the wall, but in the end it's straight into the arms of Frank. Not too sure what he's doing here. He's gone on his knees. He's back up. On this near side now, we've got Nosey throwing the ball into Wazza. He's under a lot of pressure here. It's actually really good defending, pushing Wazza back. Referee's blown up for a free kick for some reason. Not sure what for, but we'll have to take it. Nosey stands over that one and delivers a ball towards that back post, and it's over everyone's head, but Nick's on the end there. He gets a shot in, but in the end it's an easy one for the keeper. In the middle of the park, it's number 2 with the ball now, as Liam looks to come in there, but he goes to ground instead. Number 2 then sticks the ball up the line towards the number 7. It's number 9 that gets their header, Rich instead. Back heel from him, comes off of Rich, and that's out for the corner. The corner is whipped in by the number 4 over there. It's over everybody's head, and it's left for number 20 to pick it up on this near side. Definitely not enough pressure on him here as he's allowed to take a touch and stick it into the box. That's over Frank. Yeah, it's windy, but more importantly, Dovercourt have got a goal back. That makes it 2-1 now, just before half-time as well. That makes things a little bit more interesting. And so we kick off, which is played back to Elliot. He then sticks it back towards Nosey. 14 is on him here as he looks to get beyond him. And that, my friends, is half-time. Could have been coming in at 2-0, but 2-1 it is. It's fair to say the changing rooms are alright at Palmer's College, and our opponents are really making use of them here by going in at half-time. That's a first. Meanwhile, outside, we're sticking to what's important. It's the ice cream. Meanwhile, Frank's decided to go to London for a piss-up with his workmates. Come on, mate, couldn't you wait 45 minutes and help us out? Don't worry, London will still be there. Looks like the half-time team talk is now done. Our opponents are back out and ready for the second half. And so are we by the looks of it, obviously minus our goalkeeper. In fact, you know what, Frank? I'm not mad. I'm just a little bit disappointed. In fact, I'm just going to pretend this never happened. We're ready for the second half with Frank in goal. Let's do this. But before we do so, quick reminder, we're expanding to a youth setup 20th of May at Lakeside Sports Ground. Get yourself down there, sign up and ready to roll. Things have already started early on with an under 14s girls side getting together. I actually popped down to the first training session as well, so if you want to check out the full video, it's all uploaded and ready to watch. Something else that's ready to watch is this second half. Let's go. Okay, let's go. And it's not long before our opponents are trying to start this second half how they finished the first half by getting a goal. Ball's thread through to number 7 there, but that's straight through to, yep, that's definitely Frank in goal. We have actually made 2 substitutions. You'll notice Wayne is out there and Too Good. It's Too Good getting involved straight away as he knocks it back to Nick here. He hits it from distance, but that is sliced and well wide. Here's number 4 with a throw for our opponents as it's sent up the field. It's over number 9's head, falls to Rich, bounces off him into the path of number 9, but it comes off of Richie's hand and that's a free kick. Looks like number 4 seems to be standing over everything for our opponents, probably because he's got a decent delivery like this.
2 set pieces. 2 set pieces.
Yeah, you're right, Andrew. We've failed to defend 2 set pieces, but controversy. Troy's got his flag up for the offside and that goal is disallowed. Now, Troy actually said the guy who scored the goal ran early, so he was in an offside position as the ball was kicked, but impossible to say from this angle. We've all had a look at it and it looks like it should have stood. But Troy's the man with the flag. He saw what he saw, and unfortunately that one is crossed off for Dovercourt. And so we move on as Nosey puts a ball across the box towards Dan. That's gone beyond him though. Number 7 looks to get on it. Brave from Dan there as he stops number 7 getting through, and the loose ball's fallen to Rich now. He makes his way forward up towards the halfway line. He then sticks it into the middle where Elliot is, left by him for Nick as he puts it into Scottish. Scottish then feeds it across for Elliot, but before the shot can come in, the keeper's off the line quickly, and even if it had gone in, it wouldn't have counted anyway. It was called for offside. We've got a throw now from Rich in towards Nick. Good turn from him there as he feeds it into Elliot. He gets beyond the first man, then puts it across to Wayne on the far side.
Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, Wayne has just scored. But he certainly paid the price though. He's gone down injured after a collision with the keeper. Some might say it was a classic FIFA goal, but good work from Elliot there. He managed to get past the first man and then feed it across to Wayne on that far side. Full credit to Wayne there, still slotting it past the keeper, who's looking to make himself big and has caught him on the way through. It is actually unreal how many injuries we've had this year. He's only been on 20 minutes and now he's being carted back off. At least he's grabbed himself a goal for his troubles. That's 3-1 to Palmer's FC. Yes, Wayne. We missed the kickoff, so we continue with a throw over that far side to our opponents. As it comes back to the defender, Nick comes in there a bit late, and that's a free kick. The free kick's taken, but it's not the best. Maybe should have used the number 4 as Nosey clears. Substitution time for our opponents. I'm going to hazard a guess that this guy's been wearing a vest. Following Wayne's injury, Tony came on the pitch to replace him as it's sent up the field. It's half cleared as it falls to Luke, who's now on the pitch, as he replaced Liam as well. Lucky deflection here as the ball falls to Nick. He then plays it onto Too Good, but the keeper's off the line quickly, and that's out for the throw. Throw is taken by Nosey into Nick, who holds the ball up well here, ends up playing it back to Nosey, who takes a touch and swings it into the box, but unfortunately that ends up going over the bar. The goal kick is taken by the keeper up the field, and on the end of that one, winning the header is Luke. Nosey then gets involved by heading it onto Nick as he looks to do the number 6 here for pace. He makes his way into the box, but the number 2 is quicker than him, and he gets back and puts that out for the corner. That corner's then whipped into the box by Too Good. Nick rises above everyone but can't get over it. That goes out for the goal kick. Is Shane now playing the ball forward over the halfway line up towards Nick. He's got Too Good inside of him, but that breaks down quickly as that ball is behind Too Good. Number 3 does us a favour though. Plays it into the path of Scottish here, who shoots, but that is wide of the goal. He could have taken it in a lot further than that. He's rushed it, and that's what you get. We just take a moment to appreciate this. Flicked it through the legs of Nick and done Elliott for strength. But we have got the ball back, and it is with Scottish, but he's not getting much time on the ball. It's won back by the number 7. It falls to 15, up to 14 as he gets beyond Dan there. Those balls picked up by 20, who shoots from distance here, but that's an easy one for, yep, definitely Franken-goal. Shane now cutting inside of his man, looking to get beyond the number 7 there, but he drags him back. He's done a couple of these niggly things off the ball. He's given away another free kick. Free kick taken by the keeper as it's sent up the field, and the wind has taken that one. Oh. Fingertip save, that's a corner. The camera's all over the show, but what I can tell you is the ball's gone into the box. It's picked up by Nick. He makes his way back into the box. Now he's going on the outside. He's tracked by our opponents here, and out of that is one is a throw. Did someone say throw? I said throw. It's from our opponents up the line, but Nick clears it back up the field. It falls to Too Good here, who then plays it onto Luke, and this is what happens when two ends of the strength scale collide. Hope you had a nice trip, Luke. I think a few protein shakes wouldn't go amiss. And there you have it, my friends. That is full time and it ends 3-1. Not a great deal went down in this game, to be fair, hence why it's a little bit shorter than previous videos. But let me take the opportunity to say thank you to our opponents, Dovercourt Rovers, for coming down. For a new team only formed this season, they played some good football, so good luck to them for the rest of this season and, of course, next season too. As always, thank you for the continued support on this channel. It is much, much appreciated. There won't be a match next week, unfortunately, but we will have a Sunday League extra up. Following that, we'll have the 2 final games of the season against Scruttons in a double header. Thanks once again, and we will see you in the next one.
Thank you.